I'm reflecting on a conversation I had with a friend of mine, and he experienced something really traumatic. We had known each other for I want to say almost 30 years now, and we kind of just kept coming back and forth into each other's lives. And something happened right before the last time that we got together that was really traumatic for him. And although I knew of it, since he never spoke about it, I never brought it up either. And now it's been about 2.5 years, almost 3 years, that since we've been reconnected. And one day while I was driving, the Holy Spirit had revealed to me that he was going to speak about it to me, and for me to just be receptive, not ask any questions, but just listen. And I was like, okay, right? So when I was around him, I was just really quiet, and I was bringing up BS kind of conversation, not anything really philosophical, because we could go there too, right? And while we maybe I want to say within an hour of us almost departing, he brings it up. And when he brings it up, I'm like, oh shit. Because I had forgot all about it. I was in a whole nother zone at that time. Matter of fact, we're vibing. We're going there. That's what was happening. So I had totally forgot that I wasn't supposed to be talking, because now he and I are in our element, and we just vibing off of each other like we really do. It's crazy. But anyway, so when he brings it up, I'm like, oh shit, this is really happening. So I listen to him, and I wait for him to stop speaking. And when he does, I tell him, I was like, yo, the Holy Spirit told me that you was going to talk about this. And he was like, word? I say, yeah. So he said that in front of his friends, an older gentleman asked him if he was getting help, therapy. And he said another one of his friends heard it and responded and was like, yeah, his outlet is his blah, blah, blah. And I don't know if he said he responded, but I then asked him, I said, do you think you need it? And he was like, I don't know. He was like, but I do have. And he was talking about, agreeing with what his friend said. And it just led me to think about the unspoken trauma of black men, how society has made it seem as if a black man cannot be vulnerable. If a black man, he can't say, I'm afraid, that hurt me, that messed me up, because then they're seen as not masculine or not tough, and we're all human beings, right? So I think about a couple of people I know who have never met their father. Imagine growing up as a black man, never knowing who your father is. You don't even know nothing about him. Imagine that's a big void, right? But that's something that who talks about that? Nobody talks about that. So it's since this is normalized, because it's a couple of people I know that got similar situations, we just don't talk about it. It is what it is. No, let's talk about how you have this black void in your life. There's something that's missing. You don't know what it is. You've been searching for it, and God knows what. So, I think about it my black men, I am you. You are my father. You are my brother. You are my son. You are my lover. You are my cousin. You are my uncles. You're my professors, my doctors, right? I love you. And this message is to you. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be hurt. You can express your feelings without being emasculated. I think it's time that we got to get rid of, we both have to be strong all the time, black men and black women. And another thing is, I believe from the beginning, if you take it back to the original and going in the Bible with Adam and Eve, there was always this plan to separate men from women. But we have to know that's not us. right? We were supposed to be together. We're supposed to be connected. Don't let this world deceive you where it's like, women ain't shit, men ain't. No. We're supposed to be connected. We're supposed to be together. So this is ELEASE A. WIGGINS saying, if you need help, if you need someone to talk to, I pray to God that you find that person so that you can heal from the unspoken trauma that no one allows you to talk about. Be well. God bless.